been single for a minute now. I know today has been an eventful day. I don't pay mind to none of that. Like, I don't care about none of that. I don't want you to put me none of that. I don't know if y'all been getting clues from me for my live. I mean, I don't know if you guys been getting clues from me for my lives or from my stories when I put some certain music or from my own followings. When it comes for today's events and stuff, I don't know if it's true. I don't think it's true. I don't care to find out because I've been single for a minute now, but I have been afraid to not afraid, I just don't know how, to tell the world.
There have been some shocking rumors floating around recently, and it turns out that some of them may be true after all. Remember when Blueface made those bold claims about Creshawn, known as Cran, supposedly having an affair with Offset, even while he was still married to Cardi B? Initially, no one really took Blueface seriously when he accused Cran of being involved with Offset. A lot of people thought he was just trying to stir the pot or make Cran look bad, but now, new details are coming to light that make those rumors seem a lot more credible. Here's the deal: Cran's own sister and her best friend recently came forward to spill the tea on the entire situation, and it's safe to say they revealed some jaw-dropping information. According to them, Offset and Cran were indeed involved in a secret affair, which, at the time, no one saw coming. When Blueface first made the allegations back in 2023, many of us were skeptical. It just seemed so outlandish. Plus, Offset himself denied everything, calling Blueface a liar and claiming that there was no truth to the accusations.
I've been single for a minute now. I know today has been an eventful day. I don't pay mind to none of that. I don't care about none of that. I don't want you to put me none of that. I don't know if y'all been getting clues from me for my live. I mean, I don't know if you guys been getting clues from me for my lives or from my stories when I put some certain music or from my own followings. When it comes for today's events and stuff, I don't know if it's true. I don't think it's true. I don't care to find out because I've been single for a minute now, but I have been afraid to I'm not afraid, I just don't know how, to tell the world.
But anyone who's been paying attention knows that Offset has a history of lying and cheating. So when these new revelations started coming to light, it wasn't exactly a shock, but it definitely raised some eyebrows. Let's rewind a little. Back in 2023, Cran had said that she was going to get rid of a tattoo she had gotten of Blueface's name. This seemed like a simple enough decision, but it actually set off a series of events that led to Blueface exposing her. According to him, her desire to cover up the tattoo was the final straw. Blueface took to the internet to express his frustration, calling out Cran and Offset, saying that it wasn't a good look for a woman to be tattooed with a man's name, especially when she had been involved with Cardi B's husband. Blueface even went as far as to say, "I'm tired of guys looking at me while they're sleeping with you." He was furious, and his accusations didn't stop there. He didn't hold back, and this drama went viral. Now, while Blueface was making these bold claims, both Offset and Cran denied everything. Cran, in particular, defended herself by claiming that Blueface was simply upset because he had allegedly found gay pornography on Offset's phone and was worried that this would be exposed. She accused Blueface of making everything up in an attempt to deflect attention from his own issues. But as time went on, the story started to shift, and Blueface didn't back down. He continued to expose more details, revealing that Cran had indeed slept with Offset. What really threw people off was when Cran's best friend and sister got involved. It all started when Cran had a falling out with her best friend, Janet, who then went live to share the details.
Talking about me, bro. Oh, God. Hey, y'all, chat. Look this, bro. Look up her cases, bro. She went to jail for her kid, his head open with a lunchbox. All that street she's popping, look at her cases. All her charges is from an innocent baby in the head, her baby. And then her next child, I don't know how old he was, probably 1 year old. He overdosed because of her. She was about to go to jail for, you know how she got out of it? She pleaded schizophrenia. They took a hair sample. That's what they diagnosed her with. Them people ain't sending you home if you bust a little kid head open after 2, like, bro, they giving you way more time than what you actually done. Y'all, look up Chastity Malone. Cause it's weird how she trying to like play with me, say all this weird that the fans, they not even fans. It's people that don't with me trolling the internet. Cause if you me, you would just keep all that that's trying to bring me down out your mouth. You feel what I'm saying? But instead, you troll me for clout, trying to prove a point, but also trying to hurt me because I said no. I did not want to give you no more money, bro. I didn't do it to you, bro. And that's fine, bro. It get lonely at the top. I never had family in the first place, bro. Y'all start coming around because I blew up. Y'all that couldn't deal with it, now we beefing. I don't give a fuck about none of that, bro. You're evil as talking about I'm evil. You're the evil one. Why did you kill your son?
Janet confirmed that Cran had indeed slept with Offset, and the reason she did it was apparently because she wanted to be close to Cardi B's lifestyle. She felt that by sleeping with Cardi's husband, she was somehow getting closer to the kind of life that Cardi had, and that was something Cran clearly wanted. Janet's revelation gave a whole new perspective on the situation. She explained that Cran was so obsessed with the idea of living like Cardi that she didn't care about the consequences of her actions, even if it meant betraying a fellow woman. Things didn't end there, though. A few days ago, Cran got into another altercation, this time with her sister, Chastity. And it was Chastity who really dropped the bombshells. She confirmed that she had actually been the one babysitting Cran's son, Junior, while Cran sneaked off to meet up with Offset.
Home wrecker, so it's like you try to home wreck Cardi B shit because you want to be like her. So it's like, what did you say? You left your earring or your ring on purpose so Cardi could see it? Oh yeah, that's when I went all out. That's when I was like, we committing adultery now? Oh girl, that's not God. That's how I knew how to cut people off. And I didn't even go that day because she kept saying, I'm gonna go da da da. And I was like, no, why? I love Cardi. Why would you do that? No. And then what the happened? We all looking for Creshawn and this bitch over there. And she left us. And I was like, damn, you left us for something that's not even yours and that's Mary.
According to Chastity, Cran even bumped into Cardi B's daughter, Kulture, during one of her secret encounters with Offset. Chastity revealed that Offset had introduced Cran to his daughter Kulture, and not long after that, he took Cran upstairs and slept with her. To make things even worse, Chastity shared pictures and screenshots that seemed to prove her claims, and this really stirred the pot. Chastity's testimony is especially significant because she and Cran were incredibly close at one point. They were not just friends, but also biological sisters, and for Chastity to turn on Cran in such a public way came as a surprise to many. The reason for Chastity's betrayal seems to stem from some unresolved issues between the two of them. According to Cran, she had blamed Chastity for the tragic death of her own child, and this created a deep rift between the two of them. Chastity was hurt by Cran's accusations and, apparently, this is what led her to reveal everything about Cran's affair with Offset. The whole situation is heartbreaking, and it's clear that Cran's actions have caused a lot of damage to her relationships, both with her family and with others around her. If the rumors are true, and Cran did indeed sleep with Offset, it's a serious violation of trust. Not only did she betray Cardi B, but she also contributed to the collapse of a marriage that had already been hanging by a thread. Cardi B and Offset's marriage has had its ups and downs, but for Cran to be involved in such a way only adds fuel to the fire. The public reaction has been intense, with many people expressing their disappointment in Cran for what she did. Some feel that she was desperate for attention and that she didn't care about the consequences of her actions. Others have pointed out that Offset is just as guilty in this situation and that he has a long history of cheating on Cardi B, which makes this situation even more complicated. One person online remarked that Cran was just deflecting from her own actions and refusing to admit the truth. Another person said that Cran's actions showed how little she cared about anyone else, especially when it came to taking care of her own son, Junior. They pointed out that if Cran could do something like this to Cardi B, she clearly wasn't focused on being a responsible mother. Others felt that Offset was the true villain here, calling him out for his repeated cheating and his lack of respect for his wife. As for Cardi B, she's been quiet on the subject for the most part. But, when Blueface made his allegations, Cardi went live to confirm that she and Offset had separated. She even admitted that she knew about the affair with Cran but said that she didn't care enough to investigate further because, at that point, she was done with him anyway. It's clear that Cardi has been through a lot, and this situation with Cran and Offset may have been the final straw that led her to end things with him for good. So, what's the final verdict? Did Cran really sleep with Offset? Based on the new revelations from her sister and best friend, it seems like the affair is indeed real, and Cran's actions have caused a lot of damage. It's a messy situation all around, and it raises a lot of questions about loyalty, trust, and betrayal. What do you think about this whole drama? Do you believe Cran and Offset really had an affair? How do you think Cardi B will handle this news? Let me know your thoughts.